Hello friends, welcome to my channel, myself Parag Jambulkar. This is part 6 of Salesforce LWC real-time project. Our project name is Organizations, Accounts and Context Management. Previous 5-part videos I have uploaded to my Udemy course. Here you can find it. Also, I have uploaded program code. You can download it from these resources. In previous video, we have seen how to communicate data between unrelated components. So see, this is account child 2 component and this is show account context component. So from this component, we have sent account ID and account name, right? This account ID and this account name we have passed to this show account context component, right? So see, when we click on this button, so here we are getting account ID and account name, right? Like this. See, if you click on this view context, so here you can see this ID and this name, ID and name that we have passed to this component. Now see, in this video what we will do, by using this account ID and account name, here in this component we will print contacts related to this account. So see, if I click on any view context button, for that account ID we will show contacts from the contact object and that will show on this component, right? Okay, now see, here I have opened VS Code. We will do small experiment with our VS Code. So see, instead of light theme, we will use dark theme. So see how we can change theme. Go to File, Preferences. Here we have theme. Then here we have option color theme. Click on this. Now see, here we have option which theme that we want to use. So see, now we will use dark theme. So see, here I am choosing 2017 dark Visual Studio C++ theme, right? Okay. So see, from now onwards we will use this dark theme. Now see, when we click on this view context button, so here we are printing ID and this name. So that we have done for the testing purpose, right? So see, what we will do, we will remove ID and name. So see, from this account child 2 component, we will remove ID and name. So see, this is our account child 2 component and see from this HTML file. So see, here we are printing current ID and current name, right? So see, that I will remove. Okay, we will save it and again I will deploy this component. Okay, it is done. Now see, we will refresh it by Ctrl F5. Okay, so when we click on this button, so see, here we can't see ID and name, right? So here we were printing just for the testing purpose. Okay, now see, in our original project, so here you can see, here when we click on any button, so see, here we are printing name and also apostrophe S and contacts, right? So see, same thing we will do here. So see, when we are not clicking on any button, so at that time it will show contacts, and when we will click on this button, so at that time dynamically here we will show name of the account, right? So see, that thing we will do. So see, our component is show account contacts, right? So see, directly here we are printing string, right? So instead of this, here we will take one property. For example, title, something like this. Now see, this property we have to define in JavaScript file. So see, here we will define one property title and by default we will allocate one string contacts, something like this. Now see, scroll down. So see, from where we are getting account name, from this property, right? So already we have seen in previous video. So from this account name we get name of the account, right? Now see, what we will do, to this title property, see, is equal to this dot account name plus for concatenation, and see what we want. So in double quote, so see, this semicolon, and here we will write apostrophe yes and contacts, like this. Okay, so it is done. Now see, we will deploy our component. Okay, it is done. Now see, we will refresh by Ctrl F5. Okay, now see, when we click on this view contacts, so here you can see dynamically this title is getting changed, right? So see, when we click on this view contacts, so whatever is the account name, Gene Point, right? See, Gene Point apostrophe S and contacts, right? So dynamically here we are getting this title, right? So that thing we have done. Now see what we want based on this account ID. Here we have to show contacts related to this account ID, and that we will fetch from the contact object, right? Now see, to fetch the data from the Salesforce objects, there are two ways. One is by using wire service or add wire decorator, and another is imperative method or approach. So see, already we have used this approach, right? So see, when we have fetched this data from the account object, so at that time we have used wire service, right? We have used add wire decorator. So here also to display context we can use wire decorator, but what we will do, instead of using this wire decorator we will try another method, so that in our project we will cover both the methods. So see, here we have fetch data by using wire service or add wire decorator, and here we will fetch data by using imperative method or imperative approach. Now what is the difference between wire service and imperative approach? So see, wire calls enable the real-time retrieval of data from the server side. Whenever the data changes on the server, the wire call automatically updates data in the LWC. Now what is the meaning of this? Wire service is reactive. Reactive in the sense, whenever there is any updation in Salesforce object data, so that changes will get reflected in LWC component. But that is not the case with the imperative method or approach. Now see, in imperative method what we are doing, we are fetching data from the Salesforce object that we are saving in variable. So afterwards, if Salesforce object data is get updated, so see, anyhow we have saved that data in variable, right? So only that variable data will be shown on our component if that Salesforce object data is get updated, but that will not get reflected on our LWC component, right? So see, imperative calls are used to retrieve data from the server side only when needed, and the data is not updated automatically, right? So when we are fetching data by using imperative method, so that data is get saved into some variables, and that variables will have data at that particular time instance. It will not get updated automatically. So see, in this video we will use imperative method or approach here to show context data. Now see, along with this imperative method, what we will do in this video, we will see how to use async and await keywords. So see, the async keyword is used to define an asynchronous function which returns a promise. Asynchronous function is a function which runs in parallel with others. Within this function, you can use the await keyword to pause the execution of a function until a promise is resolved or rejected. This makes your code look more like synchronous code, as the execution is blocked until the promise resolved. Now what is the meaning of this? See, here we have to use two keywords, async and await, right? So when we are using this async keyword, so we are using it to make any function asynchronous. Now what is the meaning of this asynchronous function? Asynchronous function means function which runs parallel with the other function. Now see, JavaScript is by default single threaded, but when we want parallel execution of tasks, at the time we use asynchronous function. So whatever the function that we are defined as the asynchronous function, that runs parallelly, simultaneously along with other functions. So that is the use of async keyword. Now see, along with this async keyword, we have to use await keyword. Now what is the use of this await keyword? So see, this keyword pause the execution of the function until a promise is resolved or rejected. In simple language I will tell, await keyword stops the execution of function till we get some output. So see, in any statement, if we are using this await keyword, execution will get paused, execution will get halted till we get the output from that statement. So afterwards we will see how this async and await keywords are used here. Now see, what we will do in our Apex class, we will add one method, and that method we will call in this component, right? So see, this is our Apex class, right? And already we have defined one method. So see, previously we have used this get accounts method, right? At that time we have used wire decorator or wire service, right? Now see, what we will do, we will define one more function like this. So see, whenever any function that we want to call from any component, we have to use annotation aura enabled, right? So see, add aura enabled. So see, we got these options, and when I click on this aura enabled, automatically we got structure of the function. Now see, we will fill data here. So see, we will give some name to this method. So see, suppose get account contacts, something like this. In try, here we will add return statement. In this rectangular bracket, we will mention SOQL query, right? So see, here we will add select ID, name, form, our object name, that is contact, where account ID is equal to colon account ID. Now see why I have written like this. So see, this account ID will be parameter of this method. So see, here in round bracket we will mention string account ID like this. So see, this account ID, this method we will receive from the LWC component, right? And that account ID here I have mentioned. And see, what is this account ID? This account ID is a field in this contact object, right? This account ID is a formal parameter in this method which it will receive from the LWC component. Okay. Now see, what it is returning? It is returning list, right? So see, that return type also we will change. So see, what it is returning? List. But what is the type of the list? Contact, right? Contact is an object, right? Contact is an object. So see, in previous case we have seen list of account, right? Because it was fetching records from the account object. And now here we are fetching records from the contact object, right? So that's why here we have mentioned list of type contact, right? Okay. So it is done. What we have done? We have created one method get account contacts. It is accepting one string, that is account ID. Here we have added return statement, and what we are returning? Select ID and name. So we are returning ID and name from the contact object, and here we have added one condition where account ID which is a field from the contact object which is equal to account ID. Account ID means this parameter, right? Okay. Now see, we have defined this method. Now see what we have to do. We have to import this method. So see, I am copying this name. We have to import this method in our component. So what is our component? Show account contacts, right? So in this component, in this JavaScript file, we have to import. So see, same thing we have done when we have used add wire decorator, right? So same thing we have to do here. So see, we have to import our method, right? Get account contacts from. So see, single quote, semicolon. Here we will mention add Salesforce Apex slash, what is our class name? Account class dot our method name, like this. So see, we are importing this method from this module. Add Salesforce slash Apex slash account class. This is name of our class. Dot our method name, that is get account contacts. Okay, it is done. Now see, what we have to do? We have to call this method, right? Now see, when this component is loaded, so at the time this connected callback method will be called, right? From this we are calling handle subscribe method. See, in this handle subscribe method we are receiving account ID and account name, right? Here we are calling handle subscribe method, and in this handle subscribe method we are receiving account ID and account name, right? Now see, what we will do, from here we will call one method. Here we are giving some name, get contacts, something like this. Now see, we have to define this method, right? So see, from this handle subscribe we are calling get contacts method, and when this handle subscribe method will be called? When this connected callback method is called, right? And when this method is called? When this component is loaded, right? So when component is loaded, this method will get called. From this handle subscribe method will get called, right? Okay. Now see, from this handle subscribe method we are calling get contacts method, right? So see, we have to define this method, right? So see, after this handle subscribe method we will define this method. So see, name I am copying. Okay. Now see, what we have to do, we have to call this apex method, right? Get account contacts. So see, what we will do here in get contacts, we have to call this method, right? To this method, we have to pass one parameter, right? So already we have seen when we have defined this method, here you can see this method is accepting account ID, right? It is accepting account ID. Now what we have to do, to this account ID, we have to allocate account ID, right? We have to pass account ID. So see what we have to do in this JavaScript file here to this get account contacts method. So see here we are passing one object like this. So see account ID. So this account ID is a parameter of this method, right? To this we are allocating one value, and which value we are allocating? This dot account ID. Now see, this account ID is a parameter of this method, and this account ID is a property in this JavaScript file. So here you can see this account ID is get initialized, right? And same account ID here we have to pass to this method, right? So see, this is key and this is value, right? And that we have mentioned in one object. So already we have seen curly brackets are used to define object, right? So see, this is key, this is value, this account ID is a parameter of this method, and this account ID is a property from this JavaScript file, right? Okay, so it is done. Now see, this method is returning something, right? What it is returning? It is returning list. Here you can see this method, it is returning list of type contact. Now see what we have to do. So see, in show account contacts in this JavaScript file. So see, we have to take one property, and to that property we have to allocate this result, right? So see, this dot contacts something like this is equal to, right? Now see, we have not defined this property, right? So we will define it. So here we will mention this property name like this. Now one thing is important. Here we have to use this await keyword. So see, now I will tell what is the use of this await keyword. Now see what this await keyword will do. See, here we have to use this await keyword. Now see what this await keyword will do. It will pause execution of this function till we get a result from this. So see, again I am repeating, what this await keyword will do, it will wait or it will pause execution of this function till we get output from this, right? And see, when I have mentioned await keyword here, so it is showing some red line. Now see, whenever we are using this await keyword, so we have to make this function asynchronous. So see, for that purpose, here we have to use this keyword async like this. So see, that error got removed, right? So see, whenever we are using this await keyword, we have to make this function asynchronous. And how we can make this function asynchronous? By using this keyword async. So already we have seen, here we have seen, right? So see, this async keyword make this function asynchronous. Asynchronous function means this function will run parallelly with another functions, right? Now see, here we are using this keyword await. This keyword will wait, or this keyword will pause execution of this function till we get result, or in other words it is said that till promise is resolved, right? Till promise is resolved. Up to that this function will get paused. Okay, it is done. So see, we got output in context, right? Now we have to print this output. So see, what we will do in this HTML file, here we have to write code, right? Now see, we will remove this. Okay, here we have to print output, right? Now see, in our actual project, here you can see. Now see, this we are getting from the lightning layout tag, right? So see, this is one lightning layout tag, this is another lightning layout tag, right? And this is lightning layout item. So see, this is lightning layout item, this is lightning layout item, this is another lightning layout item, and this is lightning layout, right? So one lightning layout, second lightning layout, and these are the lightning layout item, right? So see, Same thing here we have to implement, right? So see what we will do. Here we will use lightning layout tag like this. Inside that we will use lightning layout item tag like this. Here we'll use a bold tag to show contact in bold. Now see, so our data will be in contacts property, right? And what we want? We want name, right? Now see, this contacts is a list, right? This contacts is a list, right? So to fetch data from the list, what we need? We need for loop, right? We need for loop. So see, what we will do here, we'll use template tag. So see, like this. Now see, here we'll use for each loop. Our property name is contacts, right? Now see, so this loop will run for the all the elements in this list, right? Now see, every element or every record we have to save in some variable, right? Now see, for that purpose here we have to add for item is equal to, so see, we will take one variable contact. So see, this is contacts, that is a list, right? So see, this contacts is a list that we have defined here, these contacts, right? Now see, so see how this for each loop will work. It will take one item in contact variable, right? Then this loop will run. Then second time it will take another item or another record, again loop will run. Then third time it will take third record in this variable and this loop will run, right? So every time it will fetch data or record from this list, right? Okay. So see here what we have to do. Here we have to use this property name or this variable name, right? So see, contact dot name. So see, it is showing red line. So what is given here? Missing key for element lightning layout. Okay, so see what we will do. Here we will add key. Key is equal to, so see, contact, this contact, right? Dot id. Okay, so this contact dot id will make it key. Now we'll upload our class and LWC component. So see, we have updated this class, right? So see, we will upload it, we will deploy it. Okay, it is done. Now see, we have also updated this component, show account contacts, right? Okay, so we will deploy it. Okay, it is also done. Now see, we will refresh it by Control F5. Okay, now see, if we click on this view contacts, so here you can see, right? So see, here it is showing name of the contacts, right? So see, here are two names, right? Tom and Liz. So see, these contact names here we are getting, right? But it doesn't look good, right? Here you can see in our actual project, if you click on this view contacts, so here it is showing in box. So see, we will add such kind of box. So see, this is our actual project. So see, here when we click on this view contacts, here we are getting names, right? So we will add a box here. So see, what we will do, in HTML file, for this lightning layout tag, we will add one class. So see, class is equal to slds dash box like this. So see, again we will deploy. It is done. Now see, we will refresh by Control F5. Okay, click on this view contacts button. So now you can see it is shown in box, right? Now see, suppose we want to add some margin. So see, what we will do, we will add one more class. So already in part 1 video we have seen how to use these classes and from where to search it. Okay, so see, here directly I am using class. Okay, so see, here I have added this class. This is margin class, slds dash m dash around underscore small, right? Okay, so see, again I am saving it. Okay, deploy source to org. It is done. We'll refresh by Control F5. Okay, now see, we will click on this view contacts. So here you can see there is margin added, right? And margin is added from all the sides, right? Now it looks good. Now see, when there is no contact, for example, see when we click on this, so there is no contact, right? But it is not showing anything. So what we'll do here, we'll add one message, no contacts found. But what we have to do for that account ID, there is any contact or not, that we have to check it first, and after that we have to show that message, right? So see what we will do. See here in JavaScript file, so see here we'll take one property has contacts, something like this, semicolon, right? Now see here in get contacts method, see this dot has contacts, so see is equal to, now see we will check whether there is any contact in this contact list or not. So see how we can check, this dot contacts, right, dot length. Now see if this length is greater than 0, right? If this length is greater than 0 means there are some contacts, right? So see in that situation we will return true, otherwise we will return false, right? So see if this context length greater than 0, then we are returning true, otherwise we will return false. False means there are no contacts, right? Okay, now see we will use this property had contacts in our HTML file. So see here again we will use template tag like this, see, and here we will check if colon true is equal to, so see here we will check that property, right, has contacts like this. So see if there are any contacts, in that situation we will print these contacts, right? And see if there is no contact, so see what we have to do, again I am copying this, so see we'll take another template tag like this. So see here we are checking whether this property has value true. Now suppose it is false, like this. If it is false, then here we are adding one message, no contacts found, like this. Now see suppose if we want to show this text at the center, so see what we will do, we will use div tag like this, and see here we'll use one class. So see class is equal to, so see here we have used class slds dash align underscore absolute dash center. So by using this class we will show this text at the center. Okay, so I am saving it. Again we will deploy this component. So see okay, it is done. Now see we will refresh this page by Ctrl F5. Okay, so here you can see no contacts found. So see if I click on this, name is sample account for entitlements, right? Here you can see, but for this no contacts found. For this, okay, there is one contact. For this, one contact. For this there are two contacts, and for the first one there is no contacts, right? So in this way we are showing contacts for these accounts. For this purpose we have used imperative method to access apex class method, and also we have used async and await keyword. I will upload this program code in my Udemy course and you can download it from these resources. In next video we will see how to add buttons here, and also we will see how to use model pop-up. So we will meet in next video. Thank you.